Morning Mix. For decades, the Lucy Craft Laney Museum of Black History has been dedicated to celebrating the remarkable legacy of Miss Lucy Craft Laney and other influential African-American pioneers from the greater Augusta area.
Yeah, that's right. And this morning we are joined by Corey Rogers, the executive director of the museum, and Mr. Leon Butler, who will share details about some exciting upcoming events at the museum. Hi, gentlemen.
Hi, how you doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
So good to see you.
Good to see y'all. Thanks for coming. So, Corey, let's talk about this multi-day event honoring best-selling author Frank Yerby. So what is his significance and what will be happening?
So thank you for having us again. As always, Cliff says I'm always coming on, so I want to keep coming back.
Please do.
But Augusta native Frank Yerby was one of the best-selling authors of the 20th century. As a matter of fact, he was a pupil and student of Lucy Laney at the Haynes Institute. And so 33 novels, 60 million copies sold worldwide, published in 20 different languages, 12 New York Times bestsellers, and 3 books adapted into movies. So it goes without saying we want to honor him. So today at 5 o'clock we will have the unveiling of an author's book bench at the Laney Museum. On tomorrow we're going to have the unveiling of Hall Street being renamed Frank Yerby Street right off of 8th. And then later tonight at 5:30 we're going to have a screening of The Foxes of Harrow. That was his first novel, published in the 1940s, and it sold nearly 2 million copies.
And Mr. Butler, can you give us a brief overview of The Richest Black Man in Bel Air and what inspired you to write it?
Yes, of course. Again, so great to be here with you guys. The actual inspiration to bring this project to actual fruition was because normally I've been writing since I was in 2nd grade, but most of my masterpieces are still under my bed. But my daughter, my 7-year-old granddaughter, Irie Grace, she overheard me talking about this particular project, and she just went to her school and just told everybody that her papa's writing a book and having a book signing. So everywhere we go, she's telling everybody. Just last night, she brought a little short story that she had written and brought it to the bed before she went to bed to get my approval of it and everything. So rather than procrastinate, I can no longer do that. So this one is actually coming to fruition. But the actual story itself, The Richest Black Man in Bel Air, you get to meet a young African-American boy who grew up in the tough projects of a southern city in segregated Georgia in the 40s. And he became very curious as, the contrast of the things that he was seeing in his life, the poverty on one side of town, the richness on the other side of town. And his reaction to that reality was he wanted to be rich. And he wanted to be rich at all costs. And one of the greatest joys of his life is during the summer, he would go to visit his grandfather, an old 50% sharecropper that lived in the state of South Carolina, and he worked the plantation system there. He was a very industrious sharecropper. And this little boy, little George, would go spend summers there. And when he went there, he would see all the abundance of his grandfather's, the plantation that he worked, which he thought that his grandfather owned. That was just an abundance of watermelons and peaches and just no scarcity whatsoever. And so he began to hound his grandfather about, please tell me the secrets of getting rich. And his grandfather was tormented about that because he suspected that his little grandson was wanting to learn those lessons for the wrong reasons. And so the whole story goes about the torment between granddad and grandson as he finally relented and told his grandson the secrets of getting rich. And so that's the whole story. And then there was one particular final secret, the most powerful secret of all, that he tormented the most about. And finally, before he passes away, he tells little George the final and the most powerful secret for seeking wealth. However, the deeper meaning of the story is that he talked to his grandson more about the kind of man that you're going to become on the road to becoming rich. And that's the essence of the story.
Wow. And so give us details about the book signing and meet and greet, because it's happening this Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it'll be this Saturday from 2 to 4 o'clock p.m. at the Lucy Craft Laney Museum in our conference room. And we're really excited to have Mr. Butler showcasing his book with us.
All right. Well, that's awesome. And just tell us where they can go for more information. And
You can always go to www.lucycraftlaneymuseum.com. You can also see us on our Facebook page, and we would love to have you all come out and share with us.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you so
you.
much. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.